Good afternoon. I am Ajay Kumar, Assistant Professor from CSE Department, AKGC Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Today, I am going to discuss design and analysis of algorithms. In this subject, I will discuss recurrences. Okay. So, first of all, what are the recurrences? We know very well what are the type of functions. A function is a set of instruction for doing a particular task, for doing a particular job. But there is a possibility when a function call itself, and when a function call itself, that is called recurrences. And in designing and analysis of algorithm, in many situations we deal with the functions which call itself. That means we deal with the recurrences. So, today's topic is recurrences. So, we can understand with the help of this simple example what is the recurrence. For example, we can see here Tn is equal to Tn minus 1 plus n. So, in this case, we can see this Tn, okay, first I will select. So, this Tn is calling itself in the form of Tn minus 1. So, this is nothing but a recurrence because Tn is calling itself for what value? For n minus 1. So, recurrences arise when an algorithm contains recursive call to itself. Now, in our subject design and analysis of algorithm, our main problem is to analyze the running time of algorithms. And there are so many procedures, there are so many algorithms which are using functions which call itself, and we can say which are using recurrences. So, our main problem is how do we find running time for the recurrences. So, these are the some examples of recurrences. For example, Tn is equal to Tn minus 1 plus n. Running time for this recurrence may be theta of n square. Tn is equal to Tn plus c. Here Tn is a recurrence function. This is a recurrence relation. Why? Because Tn function is calling itself on the value just half n by 2. Okay. So, running time for this recurrence is theta of Lgn. In the later slides, we will see the methods to find out this time complexity. So, here we are discussing only the types of recurrences and their running time complexity. So, for example, there may be a recurrence relation Tn is equal to 2Tn by 2 plus 1, and running time for this algorithm is theta of n. So, there may be more than one methods to find out the recurrence relations running time complexity. So, let us discuss what are these methods. So, these are some methods to describe the running time complexity for a recurrence. So, first one is iteration method, then substitution method, recurrence tree method, and then master method. So, first of all, we will discuss iteration method. So, as the name called iteration method or iteration method, it can be solved by starting with some initial condition. Okay, starting with some initial condition. So how can we solve a recurrence relation with the help of iteration method, starting with the initial condition or going to the initial condition? So we can better understand with the help of this proper example. So let us suppose there is a recurrence relation Tn is equal to C plus Tn by 2. Now first of all we have to see, is it a recurrence? Yes, it is a recurrence. How? Tn is a function in the left hand side and in the right hand side Tn by 2 is a function, and this function Tn is calling itself but with division of n by 2. So that is why first of all we have to check is it is a recurrence or not. So it is a recurrence. Now how we can solve this recurrence relation with the help of iteration method? So let us suppose this is the running time for size n. Okay, so Tn is nothing but a running time for size n. On that basis, what will be the Tn by 2? Tn by 2 will be the time complexity or running time for the size n by 2. Now we can replace this Tn by 2 value in this equation itself. How? We can select this Tn by 2 as a Tn by 2 is equal to C plus Tn by 2 is equal to C plus Tn by 4. Okay, as we can see, Tn is equal to C plus Tn by 2. Now what we have done? The value of Tn by 2, we are putting value of Tn by 2 in the equation itself. And what will be the value of Tn by 2? Tn by 2 is equal to C plus Tn by 2, means when we will put n by 2 in place of n, we will get n by 4. So Tn by 2 we will get C plus Tn by 4, and this value we can put in the main equation. So Tn is equal to C plus Tn by 2 can be written as C plus Tn by 4. Now again we can put the value of Tn by 4 as C plus Tn by 8. Now let us consider n is equal to the power k. Okay, we are generally assuming n is the power of 2. Why we are assuming n is the power of 2? Okay, because it will not affect the order of running time of the algorithm. Okay, so assume n is equal to the power k. So that is why if we are assuming n is equal to the power k, so it means when we will put here n is equal to the power k, we will get here T1 k times C plus C plus C plus C plus up to k times. It means n is equal to the power k upon to the power k, that means 1. So k times, so this is the k times. Now which is k times? C plus C plus C plus C plus, this is k times. Okay, so now when this is k times, okay, now what will be the value of k? So we can easily take the log of this n is equal to the power k with base 2. When we take the log of, so here n is equal to the power k, when we take the log Lgn is equal to k. Okay, so that is why this is CLgn. It is k times, so it is CLgn plus T1, and that is equal to theta of Lgn. So In this manner, we can calculate the running time of any recurrence with the help of iteration method. Okay. So, next method is substitution method. Substitution method, under the substitution method, first of all we guess a solution and then we use a mathematical induction to prove the solution. So, what is the idea behind here? What is the idea behind it? First of all, we will choose a solution, we will guess a solution and then we will prove it by induction. Okay. So, let us take an example. This is the idea. Guess a solution, Tn is equal to, let us consider Tn is equal to order of Gn, and this is the induction goal. Apply the definition of the asymptotic notations, because we know very well order of Gn means we have Fn is less than or equal to Gn. Fn is less than or equal to Gn with some constant. Let us consider here constant is d. So, for some d is greater than 0 and n is greater than or equal to n0. So, substitution method we can understand with the help of the same example, Tn is equal to C plus Tn by 2. Now, our goal is to find the time complexity for this recurrence, but now by using substitution method. Okay. So, first of all, let us consider Tn is equal to order of Gn. Now, when we are considering Tn is equal to order of Gn, that is means we have solution, but only assuming. Okay, only guess. So, first of all, we are guessing a solution and that solution is order of Lgn, but now we have to prove it with the help of mathematical induction. So, what is the induction goal here? Tn is less than or equal to dLgn for some d and n is greater than or equal to n0, and this is nothing but the definition of asymptotic notation for the big O notation. So, now what is the induction hypothesis here? Tn by 2 is less than or equal to dLgn by 2. So, let us suppose we are taking here value of k as in case of mathematical induction. So, here we are taking k is equal to n by 2. So, that is why Tn by 2 is less than or equal to dLgn by 2. Okay. So, now we have to prove it by induction. So, Tn is equal to Tn by 2 plus C is less than or equal to dLgn by 2 plus C according to this. Okay. So, this can be dLgn minus d plus C less than or equal to dLgn. After opening this, okay, dLgn and Lg base 2 is equal to 1. So, that is why dLgn. So, this condition will be satisfied for minus t plus c is less than or equal to 0 or d is greater than or equal to 0. So, in this way we have shown time complexity for this equation is order of Lgn, and that is correct. Okay. So, that was the substitution method for finding the time complexity of a given recurrence. Now, another main well-known method, the recurrence tree method, or recursion tree method, okay, or recurrence tree method. In this method, a recurrence is decomposed or a recurrence is represented into a tree. That is why this method is called as a recursion tree, or we can say iteration method and a recursion tree method are very similar. Only difference is in the recursion tree method, all the parts, all the expansion of iteration method is represented by a tree. So, let us see with the help of this example. let us consider there is a equation Wn is equal to 2Wn by 2 plus n square. So this is also a recurrence, because here this Wn is calling itself for size n by 2. So that is why this is also a recurrence. Now our target is to solve this recurrence relation, or we can say to find the complexity for this recurrence relation with the help of a recursion tree. So let us see how we can calculate the time complexity with the help of a recursion tree. So let us take this n square. Okay. So first of all, if it is n square, okay, in the first step it is n square. Next time, okay, first of all this is the tree n square Wn by 2 and Wn by 2. Okay. Next time we will put the value of Wn by 2, okay, and this Wn by 2. So we can get this tree n square, n by 2 square, n by 2 square, then we will get Wn by 4, Wn by 4, because in Wn by 2 when we will put the value of n as n by 2, we will get Wn by 4 and Wn by 4 for this Wn by 2, Wn by 2. Okay. So in this manner we can see here this is the form of a tree. So in the first step, what is the term? N square. In the second step, n by 2 square, n by 2 square. In the third level, Wn by 4, Wn by 4 means n by 4 square, n by 4 square, n by 4 square, n by 4 square. So here we can see n square, then n by 2 square, n by 2 square means 1 by 2 n square. So this is nothing but the summation of this one, n square, n by 2 square, 1 by 2 n square, and this is the summation of this 1 by 4 n square, and we can go up to the W of 1. So in this manner we can write here sub problem size at level I is n by 2 to the power I. So let us suppose I is equal to 0. It means 2 to the power 0 1. So size of the sub problem at level 0 is n, and if I is equal to this level is 0, this level is 1, this level is 2. Okay. So size of problem at I is equal to 1 is 2 to the power 1 n by 2. So we can see here this is n by 2 n by 2. So similarly we can see here for I is equal to 2 to the power 2 n by 4, size of problem is n by 4. Sub problem size hits 1 when 1 is equal to n by 2 to the power I. So that is why I is equal to LGN, and cost of the problem at level I is this one. This summation is the cost of the problem at level 0, at level 1, at level 2 up to last level. Okay. So now we have to take the summation of this. So Wn is equal to summation of this part plus 2 to the power LGN W1, and this can be solved with the help of the GP series summation. So this is nothing but the summation of GP series, and we can get n square 1 by 2, 1 minus 1 by 2. So this is the formula of GP. Okay. So from this we can get the n square term, 2n square term, 2 is 1 minus 1 by 2 means 1 by 2, and that means 2n square. So 2n square plus order of n. But now we have written n square plus order of n is equal to 2n square. Why? Because we can neglect the term order of n. We can neglect this term. We can neglect the lower order, because we have to take only higher order in the time complexity computation. Okay. So this was the explanation for the recursion tree method for finding time complexity of any given recurrence. So that is why I have written here Wn is equal to order of n square. Now we can solve this problem with the help of a recursion tree as an exercise. Let us see quickly. This is equation Wn is equal to Wn by 3 plus W2n by 3 plus n. This is also a recurrence because here Wn is calling itself once with size n by 3 and once with size 2n by 3. So that is why this is a recurrence. Now we can solve it. First of all, we can see in the first part, this is the non-recursive part, okay, or you can say n. Now this n, this is a problem size. This n is divided into n by 3 and 2n by 3. So that is why n is divided into n by 3 and 2n by 3. Now again this n by 3 will be divided into n by 3 and 2n by 3. So that is why this n by 3 is n by 9 and this is 2n by 9. So similarly we can see here 2n by 3 means 2n by 9. When we will put the value of n as n by 3, we will get 2n by 9, and when we will put the value n as 2n by 3, we will get 4n by 9. So in this manner we can get the recursion tree for this problem. Now which path we will select? We will select the longest path from the root. Okay. Why we are selecting the longest path? Because to find the time complexity we are considering the worst case, okay, worst case for the time complexity, and in the worst case we have to take the longest path. So that is why longest path is from n to 2n by 3, 4n by 9 and up to W1. So that is why we are taking a 2 by 3 n to 2 by 3 n, 2 by 3 square n, and so on up to 1. Okay. So sub problem size hits 1 when 1 is equal to 2 by 3 to the power I n, and from here we can get the value of I. So I is equal to log n with base 3 by 2. Now cost of the problem at level I is n. Cost of the problem at level 0 is n, at level 1 is n, because we have to take the summation of this n by 3 plus 2n by 3. N by 3 plus 2n by 3 means 3n by 3, and 3 cancel and n. So n up to the last level. And what is the value of I? Log n with base 3 by 2. So this n will multiply with this I, and that is why we are getting n LGN. Okay. So total cost can be calculated as n plus n plus n plus up to log n times with base 3 by 2. But we can replace this base 3 by 2 by base 2. Okay, because it will not affect the time complexity in the worst case. Okay, so we can take log n with base 2 also, and that is why we can get order of NLGN as the time complexity or solution for the recurrence given. Okay, so in this manner we can calculate the recursion tree method. Now the next and fourth method is master method. So now why it is called the master method? Actually there is a recurrence form, there is a general recurrence form, and in this general recurrence form only we have to do comparing of the given recurrence with this general equation, and we have ready-made solutions. Okay, that is why we are saying this method as a master method. Okay, so here we have a general equation Tn is equal to a Tn by b plus Fn, where a and b are some constant, a is greater than or equal to 1 and b is greater than 1 and Fn is greater than 0. So what is the idea here? Idea is compare the Fn with n to the power log a with base b. Okay, and Fn is asymptotically smaller or larger than the n to the power log ba by a polynomial factor n epsilon, and this epsilon is a constant. Okay. Now we can see how we can solve a particular recurrence with the help of the master theorem. In this case, we have already discussed that this is a general equation of the master method. These are the constant. Now there are three cases: case 1, case 2 and case 3. All three cases will depend on the value of n to the power log ba. So first of all, we have to calculate the value of n to the power log ba. So first calculate the n to the power log ba, log a with base b, then we can compare this term. Okay. Fine. Fn is equal to order of n to the power log ba minus epsilon, for some epsilon is greater than 0. Okay. Then the solution will be Tn is equal to theta of n to the power log ba. So only we have to do, we have to calculate the value of n to the power log a with base b, then comparing these value with all three cases, and a ready-made solution is ready. We can put the any case 1, 2 or 3. We can apply any of these three cases. So let us see how we can calculate the recurrence relation with the help of master method. So let us consider this equation Tn is equal to 2Tn by 2 plus n. Again we can check here, this is a recurrence relation because Tn is calling itself with the size n by 2. Now we can compare this equation with our general equation a T n by b plus Fn. Okay. Now a is equal to 2 here, b is also 2, a is 2, b is 2, and n to the power log ba means log ba or log a with base b. B is 2, base 2, and a is also 2, log 2 with base 2 is 1. So n to the power log ba means n to the power 1. So n to the power log ba means n to the power 1 means n, and now this n can be compared with the value of Fn, and here we can see easily Fn is equal to this n. Okay. So here we can apply the case 2. So according to the case 2, the solution for this recurrence is Fn is equal to theta of n to the power log ba, and that is theta of n. Let us consider another example. Tn is equal to 2Tn by 2 plus n square. Okay. So in this case, what is the difference between previous example and this example? The only difference in this term Fn. Okay. Only difference is in this term. So here also a is 2, b is also 2, n to the power log ba means first of all we calculate log ba as 1, and here also n to the power log ba is equal to n to the power log ba is equal to n to the power 1 means n. So this is nothing but the n to the power log ba. Now this value we will compare with Fn. So Fn is n square. Now when we will compare this value with n square, Fn is equal to omega of n to the power 1 plus epsilon. 1 plus epsilon means we can get the value of epsilon as 1. We can get the epsilon 1, and in that case we can see n square, omega of n square is equal to the Fn, n square. So that is why here case 3 is applied, and in this case this one condition will also we have to satisfy. AFn by B is less than or equal to CFn. Also satisfy. 2n square by 4 is less than or equal to cn square, for C is equal to 1 by 2. So that is why we can apply case 3 here, and we can get the solution of this recurrence as the theta of n square, because case 3 says if case 3 satisfied, then the solution of the given recurrence is nothing but the equal to Fn, and here Fn is n square. Now we can see another example for master method. Let us suppose this is a recurrence. Now here also we can see the first term is same, 2Tn by 2, but the second term is n to the power 1 by 2. So here same case, A is equal to 2, B is equal to 2, n to the power log B is also equal to n. Okay, these three values are same, but here we have to compare this n value with now n to the power 1 by 2. Now when we can say this n something value of n is equal to n to the power 1 by 2, we can say order of n to the power 1 minus something constant is equal to Fn. So like this we can see here Fn is equal to order of n to the power 1 minus epsilon, where epsilon is a constant. Okay, epsilon is a constant. So here case 1 is applicable, and case 1 is applicable means master method says if this is the condition, then case 1 is applicable, and according to the case 1 there is ready-made solution. Theta of Tn is equal to theta of n to the power log Ba, and n to the power log Ba is nothing but the n. So this is theta of n. So this was all about the master method, and this was all about the recurrences, how we can solve the recurrences with the help of 4 methods. So in today's lecture we have discussed about the solving recurrence relations with the help of 4 methods. One, iteration method, second is substitution method, third one we have discussed a recursion tree method, and fourth one we have discussed the master method. So that was all about the recurrence relations, how we can solve the recurrence relations with the help of given methods. Thank you.